Just ask questions. Where do you want to work? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to set up companies, your startup? It's a question all of us ask. But in India, particularly, our cities are orphans. Administrative, political, financial orphan. I mean, in terms of the kind of attention, say, a New York gets with its mayor or a London gets, we don't do that in India. And we thought, why don't we bring some facts and data to our understanding of our cities? So it's one of a kind data report on India's top 8 cities. This year, we are putting Bengaluru and Hyderabad on the cover. You know, the passion, the emotion that sort of fires up the rivalry between the two, that's what we wanted to bring some data and fact to our understanding of the two tech hubs. So we'll dive in right away. We have Mr. Mohandas Pai, co-founder of Infosys. Mr. MDP, can I invite you to the stage, please? And representing Hyderabad, we have Mr. Gopichand Pullela. You all know about him. We have two very passionate Bengalurians and Hyderabadis here representing the two cities who will talk about their respective city.
Shall we? MR, can you come up on stage, please? This time it's an actual report, so you can.
The twins.
Yeah, you can open it. MR, what do you see on the cover? What do you see on the cover?
The Tale of Two Cities.
Very good. Malini, the artwork was fantastic. Who put that together?
So actually, this is a cartoonist based in Seattle.
Okay, of course.
And he's put it together. So we have Charminar and Vidhan Soda on the cover.
And everyone, please download the report. I'm going to do the same thing. Everyone, use your phone and download the report. Yeah. Which is the best Indian city to live in, and you see all the data in here. So thank you, Malini, for this. And let's get going. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Amar. Thanks. We'll dive in right away, and I'm going to flip the question. MGP, you tell us what you like, 3 things that you like about Hyderabad.
Well, I like the political leadership of that part of India, I mean Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, right from Babu, who transformed Hyderabad, to YSR, and then KTR, who did a fantastic job. The leadership has been focused on Hyderabad. In Karnataka, after S.M. Krishna, there have been benign neglect by the political leadership of Bangalore, who look upon Bangalore as a golden cow to milk and take money away and pour it down the deep hole of the rural areas. So we're not seeing infrastructure. Only now D.K. Shivkumar hopefully is trying to do something. And in corruption, I think both of them are almost equal. Maybe Bangalore being richer is higher. Second,
we'll come to the challenges.
Yeah, second,
but tell us what you like.
Yeah, second, what I like is what KTR did in Hyderabad in creating the financial district. Fantastic infrastructure. I mean, it is futuristic and marketed. So I think he's done a great job. And the third thing that I like is the Hyderabadi, who is warm and welcoming if you know them well. And many of my friends are there. I set up Infosys opposite Microsoft there, and set up in another area. I think Infosys got 45,000 people there, built the huge campuses. So I think very warm, good people. And I think these are 3 things I like.
Gopi, you want to take a crack at Bangalore? 3 things that you admire about the city.
Yeah, very good morning to all of you. 3 things. I've lived in Bangalore for many years. So first thing I really like is the trees of Bangalore. Maybe people who are here don't see them. I think that's phenomenal. I just look at the trunks of the trees and I say, wish Hyderabad had them more. I love the trees of Bangalore. I love the breakfast places, the darshanis. I think they're amazing. I think they're phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I think great food. The third thing I would say is its proximity to places which are like forests nearby, Mangalore nearby, Coimbatore. So within the 4-hour range, there are lovely places which you can go to in Bangalore, which is really
Right here, Nandi Hills.
Nandi
You know, just 1.5 hours away from the main city.
So these, for three things, I would say these three, and Kannadiga people are nice. I would say that, yeah.
So there's mutual admiration here, I can see. Can we do an elevator pitch for Bangalore, MDP? If you have to do an elevator pitch for Bangalore, what are things that makes the city special, different, unique?
Bangalore epitomizes the future of India. Bangalore is a global city. We have more than 200,000 American citizens, primarily Indians who went, 2 went and 4 came back and got citizenship for everybody. They stay here. 100,000 PhDs. But Bangalore's greatest strength is the openness and liberalism that prevails in the city. Bangaloreans speak out for the city, and if you criticize the chief minister in the morning, you can bet he'll call you in the afternoon for a cup of tea and ask, what can I do for you? You try it in Hyderabad, probably Revant will put you in jail or send some goons or whatever it is he might do. So this kind of open, transparent interaction between politicians and others, we are not scared to speak out, and we speak out, and politicians listen. And this culture is typical to a Kannadiga, because the Kannadiga is not very feudal. Old Mysore was not feudal. There's no feudalism here to a large extent. And 2, Bangalore is a middle-class city. Out of a population of 1.3 crore people, 13 million, 65 lakh, 75 lakh are salaried people. 26 lakh work in technology. Bangalore has 65,000 plus IT companies, including 20,000 startups, 52 unicorns, 60 billionaires, $130 billion of service exports out of Karnataka's $165 billion, 205 million square feet of grade A office space, absorbing 15 to 17 million grade A office space every year for the last many years, the highest in the world. And we hire between 150,000 to 200,000 people in technology every year. Any global company can come to Bangalore, hire 500 to 1,000 people in any technology in 3 to 6 months and set up their office here. And Bangalore is the place where every young person from all over the country wants to come first, because there are a lot of jobs, there are the open culture, etc. And Bangalore has about 26 lakh cars, about 70 lakh or 80 lakh two-wheelers, 1.1 crore vehicles for a population of 1.3 crores. Bangalore is India's electronic city, fashion capital, is an electrical city, is a high-tech city, is a biotech city, IT city, and everything else. And epitomizes what a typical middle-class city with high-quality people can do in case they invested in and they come together. And it's an open, transparent place where you can come in and get a job very easily, and epitomizes what we want for India to be. And Bangalore's unique culture respect the scholar, the teacher, the professor, the techie, and the artist, the singer, the dancer, and people like Malini, and not the billionaire or the businessman or the political leader. This is very important. It's like the valley, right?
Yeah.
You respect high achievers. We respect high achievers in our city. Yes, we have a traffic problem. We have a traffic problem for a simple reason.
We'll come to
India
the
does
problem.
not-
We'll come to the
Yeah.
problem. I know 3 minutes is doing injustice, but still we'll keep it 3 minutes. Gopi, you want to give us an elevator pitch? What makes Hyderabad special, different, unique, important for you?
Well, I can't churn out numbers as Sir did for sure. So for me, I think one of the things when you come to Hyderabad and land is you realize that the airport, and once to get into the city, it's a pleasant one. You'll be happy to
We
get to
can't
the
match
city.
it right now.
The second thing you'll realize is, for anybody who's been to Hyderabad, you'll realize that Telangana people are very warm, and we are like a village in some sense because we know each other very well in the city. The third thing is we have great educational institutions. We have the ISBs, the triple ITs, the IITs. And when you look at the infra, when you look at the people, and when you look at sectors, whether it's pharma or defense, I think there is a lot of good people out there who have good education, and the place is nice. The third thing, if I have to say, is there's a lot of land available for growth. If you look at the government's new initiatives, we've had the skill city, the sports city, and a future city being announced, and a lot of initiatives on that front. The other thing which I would say Hyderabad's advantage is that we started late, that's one thing for sure, but we've had some great chief ministers, whether it's Chandrababu Naidu or whether it's the KTR and the KCR government or the Revant Reddy government. They want to kind of do things. The growth has been good. We know we are not probably the best in the country, so we work a little harder to ensure that we grab or we draw more people. So we'll be very warm. We'll welcome you with open hearts. We've got an airport and a road which is fantastic. We've got good young people. A lot of Telugus have gone out to US in the last few years. A lot of them want to come back and give back. So that's a big plus for the city. And overall with defense, pharma, IT and education and health, I think Hyderabad is definitely the place to come for the future.
You know, few things I wanted to pull out from the report and talk about. Yeah. That 1 in 4 new companies being set up in India in the top 8 cities are in Hyderabad and Bengaluru. So the two cities together are the growth engine, the job engine, increasingly also contributing a growing share of tax. In fact, on real estate, right, 53% of the grade A office space in the last 5 years have come up in these two cities, Bangalore and Hyderabad. So increasingly you find at multiple levels, these two cities together, you know, one is better than the other, that's not the thing. The two cities together are contributing to the growth, the jobs that the country needs. And it's important that the two cities continue to grow in a manner, a sustainable manner. But both cities have their own challenges. MDP, do you want to tell us what are the challenges that Bangalore faces?
Well, first of all, Imar, I want to recommend to you, along with Malini, you must have a symposium on the golden triangle of India, the future of India. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. The three of them, the three cities.
Next year we'll do that.
The three cities have a GDP of about 400 billion cumulatively, and they're growing at 8 to 10%. The future of India lies here, and we must strategize. Now, what are the challenges for Bangalore? The challenge for Bangalore is very simple. Bangalore is the richest city in India. Its per capita income is the highest in the country for any city. Bangalore and Karnataka contribute the second highest quantum of income tax and corporate tax in the country. And Malini, you'll be very surprised. The tax we pay, income and corporate tax for 24-25 of 2,67,000 is more than Tamil Nadu of 1,30,000 and Gujarat of 1,05,000. So much for the Gujarat model and Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a nice place, you know, it's interesting. But I think it's important to understand that. And when a city when people become wealthy, what do? They buy a car, they buy another car, they buy a big house. So Bangalore buys 70,000 apartments a year. And when they do the move around, there needs to be infrastructure. And the political leadership does not understand, because the political leadership in India and in cities understand how to leverage poverty, because when poverty is there, they live in luxury, they live in big bungalows, they drive around, and they give rest of us a few crumbs, and we're supposed to be happy. But we are not happy. We are demanding. So 15 years behind in governance, one. Now governance has improved with 5 greater Bangalore corporations. Hopefully it will improve, because we had one city corporation with one commissioner for a city which is 55% of Karnataka GDP and 20% of population. 2, very important, we need funding for infrastructure. Bangalore contributes 55% to 60% of Karnataka's taxes, gets peanuts. For example, just yesterday, Rekha Gupta gave a budget of 1 lakh crore for Delhi. Why can't you have a budget of 50,000-60,000 crores a year for Bangalore, funded by Bangalore? Bombay has got a budget of 70,000-80,000 crores. We need better funding for Bangalore out of the revenues Bangalore give. Just like our Chief Minister criticizes the Indian government for not giving enough money under the Finance Commission, we got to ask him how much money he gives to Bangalore out of the taxes. And the third thing that we need to have is to make sure that we deploy public transport. We can't run the city this way. We need 500 kilometers of metro. We got 100 on the way, another 200 being done. We need 15,000 electric buses. And we got a doctrinated government which says that only they're going to provide buses and they don't have the money because they're spending 1 lakh crore in subsidies. These are three big challenges that Bangalore faces. But despite the challenges, it's the best place in the country to live. People are very good and the quality of life is fantastic, very high quality education. Bangalore district has 1,000 colleges. The largest number of colleges in India is here. It produces possibly the largest number of PhDs for any city in this country. And very high quality, 13 international schools. It's amazing. Bangalore has more 3-star, 4-star, 5-star hotel rooms, 16,600 than Delhi or Bombay. You'll be very surprised what Bangalore has done. And I think this is the place where people want to come, but we need better governance, we need better investment, and we need better infrastructure.
Gopi, what are the challenges?
Of course, we got, we got Prakash Podukone, and Hyderabad is lucky to have Gopi.
Gopi, the challenges that Hyderabad as a city faces today.
Well, I think I wish I had somebody who would represent Hyderabad with more better numbers. Having said that, I think I agree with what Mohandas sir has said, except for one thing, that he said the best place to live is Bangalore. But having said that, jokes apart, sir, I think the challenges what Bangalore has is pretty much the challenges what Hyderabad has. Cities are growing, cities are becoming more the funnels for growth for the entire state, but not enough is invested back into the city. Our clean water, air, transportation, these are fundamental things which are not available. And as of now, Hyderabad looks all right, but I think the growth and the projected growth, are we planning for tomorrow? That's a big question mark I would have. So if I'm concerned about something, that is what I would think it is. It is the fact that we would want to have better roads, better water. And I think I wouldn't say it's for Hyderabad alone. I think I have been in Bangalore from 95 to 2001. I would say it was a great city. And what have we done out of it? In the sense, I was in Malleshwaram, I was in Kengeri. I ran every tree in Kabun Park knows me, every tree in Lal Bagh knows me. I've run on those parks 5 a.m. in the morning. And today when I go out there, what is it? In the sense, so we have actually not done justice to the engines of growth for us as a nation. And I think that's something which I would really want us to take care of. And the other point which is important is that we're all talking about the growth engine and the per capita, but that's also the upper range. But there are people at the lower range of stuff, in the sense pedestrian walkways, fundamental, the last mile connectivity is walking. And we haven't invested or we haven't done anything on it. We're still talking about, say, a metro connectivity, but what after the metro? How do you get back home? And typically walking is the fundamental thing. So where are walkways in our ecosystem? So I think it's questions for us as cities to address. I think both cities have their challenges. As a young kid growing up, do I have quality water and quality air and soil nutrients for my vegetables to be good? Do my meat get antibiotic free? I think these are fundamental challenges which I would really want us to focus on, because we as a nation are not growing even physically the way we need to. And that's a concern which I have. One last point. I would always talk about any place and I would say physical literacy. And I would say it is not about the best in class who is physically endowed, but the last in class who is not genetically there. What do we do about them? And that's the same question I would say. It's not about the per capita of the top people or the lifestyle of the top, but how much of the grassroots and the last rung in society we're able to help out is the question which I would leave you with.
Absolutely. Thanks, Gopi. Thanks, MDP. And while we are talking about Bangalore and Hyderabad here, I think all our cities, Delhi, Bombay, all of them are facing challenges, growth challenges. Delhi people are fleeing because of pollution. Air they can't breathe. Water is polluted in all our cities.
It's a political problem.
Yes.
I mean, we can explain it later. It's politics. We don't have voting power in conjunction with our population and our heft.
Yeah, but bottom line is all our cities are feeling challenged at multiple levels. And perhaps data is one way understanding our cities through data lens, not just out of emotion and love for our cities, but through data lens is what we wanted to do. So just to wrap up, this one thing that we wanted to do, we were playing around since this is AI Summit. We did an AI chatbot to mine through the data report. And we wanted to just showcase it to you, maybe a question that MDP you want to ask our data report, and we'll dive in there. Kaushik.
Well, I can ask the question?
Yeah.
Yes.
What part of the global AI market will Bangalore have by 2030?
What part of the global AI market will Bengaluru have by 2030? Okay, great question. We're all wondering that, so.
Not sure if it'll get it, but let's see. Fingers crossed.
And it's thinking there, as you can see. Okay, everybody hang on. After this is, before the coffee break, we're going to tell you where to go for the next sessions, and the answers are going to come up here now. And so how do people find this? They go to unboxingblr.com, and the chatbot is there on front, right? And the answer, there's no definitive market share figure published for Bengaluru's global AI market. Based on current strength and gaps in the content, a plausible one, so they're giving an answer here with detailed grounding from the report, etc. So they're giving a range from 0.3 to 1%.
AI needs to search for the answer. Okay.
All right, let's do another question, please.
You want to ask a question, maybe stacking up one city against the other and ask which city to live in or something like that?
If I'm a 10-year-old and if clean water, air is my, and education and jobs are my requirements in 2030.
And good schools. Yeah,
and where should I be in our country?
Okay, where should I be? Where should I be if I'm a 10-year-old? 2030 is very soon.
2040.
2040, okay, 2040. By 2040, where should I go? All right, let's see what the answer is going to be. Chennai, yeah, we have a Chennai fan over here.
Good music.
1 month a year, yes, here we go. The answer is coming up.
Good history.
So this is all programmed based on your research and your data, Malini, right? That's what's so exciting about this. Yes. And everyone should go to Unboxing BLR. And the answer is Bengaluru and Hyderabad look strongest for future-ready education. I'm deciding clean air, clean water, great schools. Bangalore leads India in new jobs and innovation. Hyderabad shows strong growth in school enrollment. Both cities will likely attract better teachers, learning operations by 2040. Chennai is consistently ranked well. Well done, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malini.
Everybody, thank you.
Please meet Malini later and, of course, our speakers and talk to them. Thank you very much. We're going to do a photograph, please, quickly. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull up we're going to tell you where the next events are. There's a breakout session, so we want to tell you that. So we're going to pull that up on the screen here. Thank you.